Hello everyone, and welcome to another Factorio Mod Spotlight. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me again. And today we are covering the Fluid Level Indicator mod. This one's been around for a couple months now, and seems pretty popular. It's pretty cool. Another quality of life type mod. It does add a new item to the game, but generally I would consider it quality of life. So very simply, this just adds a special indicator you can put onto pipes or onto tanks, and it will give you an actual visual percentage number of like the fluid level flowing through that pipe or in the tank. You can like mouse over pipes that have liquid in them, but first off, that requires you to mouse over it, whereas this you can just look at it, and then also just having an actual percent can be helpful, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on here. And normally I would make it day, but these numbers may actually be easier to see at night, to be honest. So we have one here, one on this end of the tank, one here for the plastic. And then what I've done is I've run a super long pipe along here to try to indicate how fluids dissipate over distance. I'm not sure if this is long enough, but we'll see. And I have one down here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn these plants on. I'm going to go ahead and set this to that, and we'll do that. Make sure this is getting water, and then we will set this to oil, and these will start working. And as soon as they actually output something, these should, you can see this is ticking over 1%, 1%, this is 3%. It is starting to increase as things go up. And this one, though, you can see at this distance, like, this is a serious kind of issue. I mean, these are working, but overall, we're struggling with getting the heavy oil down this way with all this above ground pipe and stuff. Now this one is 44%, which is pretty good. These obviously, this will fill up more. You can see it's slowly filling up. This one is struggling. This one, though, is starting to fill up. It's only 4%, of course. We only have 3 things going, but you can see, this is just helpful. If you had like a bit, like especially if you had a big system, that maybe you've been running for a while and has all this stuff like saturated and there's much more production going on, this would, maybe provide more helpful numbers. But generally, you can see how this could be helpful. And then the numbers do, of course, change as it goes up. So, 100% is green, higher numbers are green, lower numbers are red. It's very straightforward, and these just work as pipes, so it's not like it's limiting throughput or anything. Just a nice little addition to the game to give you a visual indication in an actual percent amount rather than this. In terms of settings, there is just here. Actually, there's one to startup, font rendering type. So you could do sprite for best readability at 4K, lower than 4K resolutions, which I'm on lower than 4K, or if you're playing at 4K resolution, you can use any. And then on the map, fluid indicator units check per update. The number of fluid used per update, which I think the number of fluid indicator units. I don't know how often this updates. I guess this says right here. So number of ticks. So basically this would update like 6 times a second. There's 60 ticks in a second. I would think this is plenty. This is the default. You probably don't want to lower it too much. Otherwise, you may get performance issues, or if you are experiencing performance issues, you could even increase, this, make it check less often, or lower this, make it check less of them every update. So there you go, guys. That's the mod. In terms of research, fluid, so there is just it's super cheap. 10 red science, you can get this like right away if you want to. But there you go. That's the mod. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it helpful if you decide to use it. As always, there's a link in the description to the mod portal page for it with some more info and pictures and stuff there. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave them below. And if you enjoyed, a like is, of course, appreciated. And if you're new, welcome. And feel free to subscribe to keep up with future content. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.